And once again, good afternoon, folks. It's Tuesday afternoon, 29th of March. I got a few things on my mind I wanted to put out there. I'm getting too lazy to type. I'm really enjoying this video blogging thing. First, I think everyone's pretty familiar with the idea that we had a severe tornado hit Rowlett back on December 26th in the afternoon, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And the massive damage came within 100 yards of our home. We lucked out. We missed out on it. Excuse me. And I got to be honest with you, it scared a whole bunch of people. We got lucky. We had one fatality. Just one gentleman died. And that's the grace of God. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, the 30th, we're looking at another severe weather event. And once again, east of Dallas is right in the crosshairs from about the middle of Dallas County all the way over to the Louisiana line. Well, we're on the far east side of Dallas County out by Rockwall. And who knows? We'll see. We'll ride it out. We're Texans. We'll survive. That's what we do. There's a couple of things that really got to me today. I was watching a video where the reporter asked Ted Cruz about his extramarital affairs. I'm not sure that's exactly how he worded it, but in any case, Ted Cruz is standing there with Carly Fiorina. And Ted started to answer the question, and Fiorina interrupted him so that she could answer the question. The reporter told Fiorina, said, "I'm not asking you, I'm asking Senator Cruz." And Ted again started to answer the question, and Fiorina again physically inserts herself into the conversation by stepping up very close to the senator and putting her hand across his chest to hold him back. And she launches into a tirade against Donald Trump. Never did get the answer to Ted's question out of her, the question they asked him about his possible infidelities. But Fiorina sure had a lot to say about the thing. I found that quite interesting. And Ted finally got around to actually being allowed to speak by Carly Fiorina. And when he did, he didn't answer the question either. Neither one of them had a legitimate, solid answer for that reporter that asked the question. I find that kind of strange. How hard is it to say, "No, I did not cheat on my wife. No, I did not have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky." Anyway, how hard is that to say? Whether it's true or not, who knows? But he's not even bothered to deny it, much less acknowledge it. That just really says a whole lot to me about the convictions of Ted Cruz. The suspicions are out there. They're hanging in the air. And as long as they're hanging in the air, it's going to cause a lot of people to have a lot of ill feelings against Mr. Cruz. Now, a lot of people are having a fit today. And they're telling us again how bad Donald Trump is because his campaign director supposedly shoved a reporter. Now, whether he did or not, I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I saw the video, and I didn't particularly see anything out of line or anything worth being indicted for. But regardless the case, Trump didn't do it. He was several feet in front of the campaign director with his back turned when the incident occurred. But everyone that is a Trump hater is making it out like, well, Donald Trump had to have something to do with it. He must have known. He encouraged his campaign director to do this. No, he didn't. A reporter inserted themselves into a position to where they got run over, basically. Much like the Carly Fiorina thing, where she inserted herself into the questions asked of Ted Cruz. You stick your nose into someone else's business, you're liable to get it cut off. That's just an old axiom, folks, and it's quite accurate. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk to you about today, I'm going to keep this one somewhat shorter than yesterday, is brokered convention. A lot of folks are saying that Donald Trump's going to have the nominees sewed up before the convention, and I seriously hope so. Because if this thing goes to a brokered convention, I fully believe in my heart, in my mind, that the GOP and the RNC are going to do everything they can to discredit Trump, to take him out of the equation, and to force whoever it is that they want. And I'm guessing it's Ted Cruz. He may not have been the original one, but what choice do they have now? But that's my feeling on the matter, that they're going to try their best with the brokered convention to use super delegates and pressure on regular state delegates to somehow disavow Trump, to take him out of the equation and force someone else upon us. God only knows who. That bothers me, because if such were to happen, I honestly see this nation exploding, at least the conservative part of this nation. I honestly see the GOP and the RNC rolling in their death throes. They're dying already. They need to just go ahead and roll over and get it over with and die. We need a new party in this nation. We need an American Conservative Party, an American Freedom Party. I don't know what the name would be. It doesn't need to be connected to the GOP in any way. The GOP they've left us. Like Elvis left the building, well, GOP left the people. Where I was raised, everybody was a Democrat when we were young. I was raised in Louisiana. And if you weren't a Democrat, you were an evil son of a gun. Everybody was a Democrat. John F. Kennedy was a Democrat. And it's my firm belief that if John F. Kennedy were alive today, he would be a fairly staunch conservative, because looking back at history, Kennedy was a very conservative individual. We all made a pretty big shift to the right when Ronald Reagan came along. We became what was known as Reagan conservatives. I never was a Republican. Never have been. Generally, I vote the Republican ticket. But that does not mean I am a Republican, nor am I a Democrat. I'm what they both fear the most. A reasonably well-educated, independent conservative that can think for myself. If there are that many more like me out there, we need our own political party. You hear the staunch GOPers cry, oh, but you're going to fracture the GOP. You're going to keep a GOP candidate from being elected. That's the point. That is the entire point of the whole matter. The GOP has turned itself against the American people. And thank God so many have seen it. But there's still quite a few out there that don't. I saw something earlier today that said Barack Obama has like 47% national approval. Well, that means that over 50% don't approve. Okay, that's good. There's some smart folks there. I saw in the same advertisement that only like 17% of the American people approve of the actions of the United States Congress. That means over 80% of the American people don't approve of Congress, but they don't do one damned thing to change it. All they do is just keep accepting the status quo. They keep accepting the same old line of BS, and they keep sending the same guys right back to Congress. We got to stop that, folks. And to do that, we're going to have some other party besides the GOP and the Dems. That's all there is to it. That's my thoughts. I wanted to share these with you today because who knows what's going to happen tomorrow with all this bad weather coming in. I may not be able to broadcast at all. I might be in there in the bathtub under a mattress and with a hard hat on. Who knows? I am a survivor. If I can survive, I'm going to. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm Texas Fred, and God bless America.